Hey guys, welcome back to Cali Brick Clique. I am here today with my buddies Shy and Ninja, and we are here with our first guest, Cece from Cafe Corner.
What? Episode 10 got our first guest?
Yeah.
So super exciting. Thank you so much, Cece, for joining us. How are you doing tonight?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I think tonight we wanted to kind of get a little bit heavier. Not that we don't get heavy on this channel, but a little bit heavier and talk about our experiences as women in the LEGO YouTube community, as extensive or limited as that is. And then, we'll figure out a way for Ninja and Shy to add to that combo. But
we're here for the ride, guys. We're here for the ride.
Yeah, support. You guys for emotional support.
We're not going to pretend like we know what we're talking about. That's all.
But anyway, just in random LEGO news, how's everybody doing? What have you guys bought recently? Anything exciting?
Yeah, I am currently making a video of it right now, but by the time this airs, the video has already been released. And clue to video, it is video.
Videos.
I got the grabbing from the whole side thing on a box does not work because I got one double.
So was this something that someone said that would work?
Good to know. Yeah.
I said it for one, and then I saw it with Emily's video.
She did it. She was able to get all of them, right?
Yeah, she was able to get all of them.
Yeah.
I think Brick by Brick or Jeff, he got it like that. I think if I saw the whole video correctly, Brikx was doing a whole live thing. I think I didn't see where he ended up, but he was like slowly going through each figure. So, but according to BFAB, he said you grab one side and you get them all, and I got almost all of them except for one. So I am missing one, and I'm not gonna search for it. I'm just gonna Bricklink it whenever they pop up.
That's a really good idea. I think it would be such a waste of money. There's no way for you to know what it would be.
Yeah. Exactly. So I was talking a lot of trash about this thing, but just messing with the app
it's cool. It's cool.
It has some funny potential that I think would be pretty cool. But do I still want Ezra to be on the phone? No. But for me though,
you're gonna play with it. No, I got one of them today as well. I'm really excited. I got the llama because I like the colors, like the primary colors are pretty cool. But they are a lot smaller. I don't know if you can see the glare, but these little carrying tote things are a lot smaller than expected, and I'm starting to really appreciate this kind of like carry tote Polly Pocket LEGO books equivalent. I also got this thing, that
those are new.
Yeah, they're brand new. They're and then I got it because there's a blue balloon animal in there.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See, look, it's kind of cool. But yeah, it's like the like kind of toy that you can take in the back of the car and entertain the kids with. The kids.
I still think they should have put the electronics in the box.
How cool would that have been?
That would have been cool.
Official.
Like if this played music or something like that, or what?
Yeah.
That would have been a good way to put something that's different.
This would have been $60 then.
I think it would have actually made it worth $20.
Exactly, it would have been worth 20 at that point.
It would have been
less
cool
tiles.
if it could work with the speakers of your cell phone, because I feel like a lot of people have really good
everything's Bluetooth
now or something. Yeah, that would have been pretty cool. Anyway,
just look at it. There we go.
Maybe that's Bluetooth too. Yeah, but is
we're just kidding. We don't want to be hacked.
Is BFAB's reputation at risk now that
I mean, he didn't make a video on it, so it's not official, right? He just kind of put that out there.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
But it worked for Emily and Jeff or Brick by Brick. I know who else made a video?
I think everybody and their mom did it, I thought.
Yeah, no, but actually getting it, not speaking of.
Oh, okay. No.
Yeah, Brikx
it just released today. The theme just came out today. So
today, yeah,
right.
Emily, yeah, I think that's.
People are fast.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I seen them on the shelves, but I passed.
They're already on sale. I think Amazon poorly listed them in the UK, not for us.
UK, not here, yeah, of course.
You saw that, right? I was
I saw that. Yeah.
I was like, damn.
I know. I would probably bought more than I should have, but
if you look on Bricklink right now, there's nothing on there yet. There's only 4. They're all in Canada.
Oh, the new Octane coin came out today too.
Exactly.
I was just gonna bring that up too.
Yeah.
The FOMO is real right now because I am
it is.
no points right now. I have like 500 points. I need another like 600 to be able to get that thing. And like on Saturdays when the gift for purchases come out. So
Amelia Earhart.
Yeah, Amelia Earhart and the Easter thing.
But you don't have to put in a code to get any of those ones. So you can like the code that you put in is
you just hit redeem as a coin. Yeah, but then the thing is I don't have enough points, so I have to get something.
So you're gonna have to do
yeah, so I'm gonna do an order Saturday. Hopefully the coins. I mean, the coin's still gonna be there. I'm sure, but like, I hope. But I still gotta wait until the points actually come up into my account. I can't like get it after I buy it. The points don't come in right away, so I have to wait like a couple days and then spend something cheap to get that coin to make sure I have it. Because I was gonna wait until we all go to down here in Disney, but like that's like 2 weeks away. I'm not gonna wait that long. I think I'm gonna get something from Monkey Kid then. Because they'll probably have it.
They already have them. At least the Lego store that I went to today, the Monkey Kid stuff was there. It looks really cool. And the
new ones, right?
Yeah, the new ones are there. Actually, I went to go see if they had Pixie's food truck in stock, which is the older wave, and they didn't have that.
Sounds hard to find.
It's really hard to find. I'm really frustrated about it. But they also had the new Friends Heart Lake City Mall, which kind of looks like one.
Is it on the website yet?
It's on the website. And it came out, it was in stores today, and it looks. Right. I think it looks awesome, but I'm like a sucker for Friends now, so I don't know. I think my tastes have completely shifted.
I still gotta look at that mall.
What do you remember? What
theater?
I want to get the movie theater. Do I what? Shy?
What's it called? What's the mall?
I think Heart Lake City. Isn't that? That's like their hood, right?
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Okay.
That's their
Heart Lake City Mall.
Friends hood, gang.
So yeah, I think Friends will be the perfect transition. Cece, what do you have any friend sets? What are your thoughts on Friends, and do you think does it appeal to you as a female in the Lego community?
You know what? I really tried to deny it because I was like, I want to be different than the other girls. But yeah, it's a cool theme. I do have some friends. I have the like Panda Rescue.
So.
Oh, yeah. Is that the one? Wait, is that like one of the more recent ones? Like it's still on shelves, right? Is that
Yeah. It like came out maybe during the summer.
Does it have like a little waterfall to it?
Actually, I have it right here.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, yeah, the baby looks crazy.
Doesn't that? Are you looking at the mall right now?
The Friends baby.
Oh, that is cool. No, I do. I like that one. That one's really cool. Yeah, that's creepy. The Friends. That little boy looks terrifying as well.
He does look terrifying.
Oh, I like the hair pieces. I think the hair that's on here would look better on my wife's sick fig than the hair that she's wearing right now.
Like it's more accurate to.
Yeah, her. That's what I like about their hair.
And they're more like rubbery.
Yeah.
Well, if you could separate, like if you could appreciate the Friends sets for what they are, independent of the mini dolls, I think that's one way of looking at it. That's one thing. And then I was also a Friends denier. I don't know if that's an appropriate expression, but yeah, I was also like, no, I'm cool. I like Lord of the Rings and I like Indiana Jones and
I'm edgy. I'm different.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. It's like, I also like drink whiskey and, smoke cigar. No, I mean, I don't. I'm a bad.
Cigars? Oh, black.
No, I actually absolutely no. I have really bad asthma. And
yeah, don't do this.
Like not. But yeah, I think you kind of, want to come in and be cool and stuff. And then you realize that like those fun colors are absolutely ridiculous and like bring joy. And some of the builds are actually pretty cool. And especially if you're a city builder, I think there's a lot of value there in terms, you don't have to put all those absolutely ridiculous stickers on everything. So,
I mean, the video has the color scheme of Friends all over it.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that palette.
They're all poppy colors, teal, pink.
That is true.
Very bright.
And then dots as well.
Dots as well.
Too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that what attracts a lot of us is it's just not this behind me or any of the, especially with me with all the military, it's all gray. It's not Star Wars. Mm-hmm. It's like bright and it's like you want to mess with the teal. Like when I finished like this part of the garden, it's just fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like Ninjago kind of is that tie between the two. You know what I mean? That there's it's super playful and colorful, and then especially with like the island theme, jungly, whatever the influence is right now. I'm probably butchering that, and But I really like that color palette as well. Yeah, but
and it ties in ninjas. Just gotta say that.
There you go.
The unrealistic colored animals though for me, because it's weird. I like the little pods.
Yeah.
And it's a
Wait, what?
cool cheap way, like the friends like little
the
pet
friends
pods.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
Yeah.
right.
And it's a cool cheap way to get like Lego animals because they don't always come in sets. Right?
Oh, it's a mystery animal. Yeah, it says
but the color.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Okay.
Wait.
But,
Actually, so once you open it, there'll be like a
There's
pamphlet
another
inside,
little-
and it'll tell you like which animals come in which sets. The only mystery is the color at that point.
oh, got it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can
that's
see right
right.
here. There's like which of these, because dogs come in these 4 different shades of
Exactly.
neon.
And those are also same colors for like llamas and monkeys as well. Like it's
bunnies.
I want to know who is the marketing strategist to make their boxes like that for friends.
The bend in it, like on the side, like the seams. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like an homage to the female minifig, like the curvature. That's probably
Those curves,
me reading into it
Yeah,
a
I
little.
wasn't even thinking about that, and I guess now that you say that, it makes sense.
Right, it's like this. But I tend to find subtext and everything, so a little bit of a conspiracy theorist. But like, why would they? Are they just saying goodbye to the minifig by doing that figure? And
I don't know. Is a box too aggressive?
I don't know.
Like,
Sharp
a
edges, too
triangle
much?
shape more and shape a little bit more soothing to grab for little girls.
For smaller
think-
hands.
I think it's more to show off like the face,
Ridiculous.
probably,
I don't know. I'm
or
just
like
making
the
sure.
box, whatever it is.
Yeah,
I
know.
like the box shape.
Me too. I just don't know. I don't know what the thought process is.
But aren't like the regular Friends boxes not even boxes either?
No,
That is
they
true.
aren't.
They're like,
Here, I'll get one.
aren't they like they have more edges?
Yeah, they're like.
I can't. They're not like. They're not a real shape. I can't even say what shape they are.
I don't remember where I did with my box.
These are
Let's
some
see.
female focus sets. So there's this one. Yeah, it has like the edging to
Yeah,
it.
see,
See?
it's not
Right.
even.
Yeah,
a
that's
box.
interesting.
Yeah, there we go. And then
It is like a cinched waist.
this one
There you
has
go.
like the hard edges, which is I think fine.
Oh, those books are kind of. I like those books.
Yeah,
Can't
I
lie.
want to know like what the purpose is for that.
I can't.
It makes
We
like
got
no
it.
difference when you put them on a shelf. You don't see it when you're looking at it face on. You don't notice until you grab it. It's like, what is it? Because usually it's the parent grabbing it anyways. So
Yeah,
the
you think
small hand
I
thing,
don't,
it's
I
like
don't know.
okay.
No,
Doesn't
the
really
little
matter.
boxes. Do you notice that they put the little boxes lower so that kids can grab them and like just throw them in the cart?
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah,
did
we do
not
that.
notice,
That
yeah.
does make sense.
Yeah.
But now that I think about it, yes, no.
Yeah. I mean, and then the parents are stuck later. Like the kids already grabbed it, already expressed that they want interest, and then they're like guilted into it. But I definitely did that. I remember like grabbing things.
That is
and
the
throwing them in
strategy.
the cart. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'd throw them in the
is the
cart.
norm.
Yeah. And my
Yeah.
mom would take them out and put them away. And then I remember apparently like at the end of one day or one shopping trip at like Tesco, this was when we lived in the UK or something. I think I had a nervous breakdown and was like, I don't care what you buy me. I just need you to buy me anything. And anyway, this is when we knew the shopping addiction started. And I think I was 5. So
Started young.
Yeah.
Immediate intervention.
Wow.
exactly.
How hard would it be like when you come through like not buying anything?
It's not gonna happen.
That's not even an option right now. Like
I don't, yeah, I guess like, especially with COVID, I think like a lot of survival mechanism has been like comfort buying, like constantly buying groceries or food or Lego, or it's having that scarcity fear that, Lego is going to, just run out and you're not going to get it. Like I didn't get those Chinese New Year sets at the beginning of this year and I'm fingers crossed,
still not
they
available.
I know, but how about, okay, so I'm curious because like I wasn't like tracking releases and stuff, but last year the Chinese New Year sets, did they also sell out at the beginning? Do you guys have any idea?
Yeah, they did.
Okay, and then they
Thank you.
because they were pretty easy to get
they'll
by the
come
end of
back.
the year. Okay,
But I do remember, especially when I worked there, like when they come out, when we'd get there was never a time when we had a lot of them. So when we would get them in stock, and my store was actually decently high volume, we would only get like 2 boxes of 3 each.
Wow.
That's it. it wouldn't be a lot. Like I wouldn't be sitting on 12 of them in the back.
That's pretty telling. You think they'd be? I don't. But anyway, yeah, I don't know why they don't want to.
They don't want to over. This is just me speculating. They don't want to like mass produce when these Chinese sets are only a yearly thing, because it's the year of the ox. Next year's going to be the year of the tiger, which is our year. So
so they can't. They don't want to be selling them.
Once they're out, you and I have to get it because it's our Chinese New Year. So like,
that makes sense.
But like that, you know what I mean? So like, they don't want to be sitting on like 50 oxes when it's a new year. You know what I mean? I'm just speculating. That's probably why. But like right now, it's kind of like the order is coming in for the rest of the year. That's what they're making currently at the factories, and that's it. They're not going to make anymore because the next ones they have to make is for the next animal
year. Which is did you just make that up, or is next year the year of the tiger?
The next year is. I think the next one is the tiger. I will check.
Okay. I think that's the year we were born Shy, right?
Yeah, we're tigers.
Okay. Cool.
86.
Yep. Turned 35 yesterday.
That sucks.
Happy birthday.
Thanks, CC. It's okay. It's all right. It feels good. I don't feel 35, so I think that's the only thing I can say about that. So
2022 is the year of the tiger.
Okay. Perfect.
Age is a state of mind.
Mm-hmm. I did get a lot of really, really supportive messages on Instagram from like everybody in the LEGO community. I got more messages from my friends in the LEGO community than I did my real life friends, which was very telling. I think, yeah. Well, no, I mean, I think I talk to people in the LEGO community more now than I do my real life.
I mean, I don't remember birthdays unless Facebook tells me.
It's true. And then like, who do you interact mostly on social media with? Like the LEGO community or like your real life friends. I don't know. Maybe this is just a me problem, but it was really nice getting a lot of messages from people. I got some really weird messages as well, which we can talk about in a little bit, but 99.9% of them were amazing and supportive and wonderful. So yeah.
Nice. Well, happy belated birthday.
Guys, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Cheers.
I hope you didn't party too hard.
No, I haven't drank since COVID started, really. I think I had like one cocktail on one of your streams, CC, and that's about it. It was like a Campari and soda, and I was like kaput. So very pathetic. It was an aperitif that, knocked me out. So, but I do have this whole bar behind me that's like completely untouched. So that's for post-COVID, I guess.
Okay.
Right. For
the after party.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyway, guys, shall we dive in and start talking about our experiences?
Yeah.
No more LEGO chatter.
Break it down.
Okay, so I can start off a little bit and then warm it up, and then CC, you let me know how it's been. So I've only been here for a few months, and it's been great. Everyone is like super welcoming and wonderful, and I definitely saw like I don't want to say an opportunity because that feels opportunistic, but there is a gap in there's a need, there's a desire to have more women in the community, and I still even more so now than ever before. Obviously, there's more people watching and whatnot. So I got into the community. I saw it was just really like Holly and you and Emily were really making content, like the style of content that I would have wanted to make as well. There were other people obviously still in the community, but it was just like not really a produced video. It was more just live streaming, and that's it. And I got excited and I joined, and everyone was like really, really great about everything. But a lot of people, if someone leaves you a comment, like a positive comment, they'll like jump on their back and like, call them a simp, for example, which Shy, I think you might have done that to BFAB, like right at the beginning.
Oh yeah, straight up. I texted him. It was a straight text. I didn't even like. Did I write on the comment? I texted him. I remember that.
I think he told me that you did that.
Simp.
Okay, so just let's break that down. Is that a good or bad thing to
okay, so I think the way I was doing it was not to defend myself. Ezra, chill.
Yeah, real life right here.
Okay, go tell mommy. What was I saying? Oh no, okay, so not to defend myself, but it's we all technically simp each other. like that terminology about like using a comment to gain something satisfaction. A lot of that's what whole commenting is. Like you comment hoping to get a response, and it doesn't matter if you're male or female. We literally do it to everybody. So the fact that it got focalized strictly to women, I mean, I blame Sans on that one. But like it becomes sort of meme like. Do you know what I mean?
No, it does. Yeah, I know. I do agree.
Like, because I'm now writing a comment on a female content creator, it's automatically simping. When I were to write the same comment on like, you know, a male creator, it doesn't have that same connotation.
Why is that? Is that because is the LEGO community heteronormative? Is that a word I'm allowed to use on our?
Yeah, I think that's also internet culture.
Yeah,
that's what. Yeah, I do think that.
I mean, isn't that same reason why Twitch like banned the word simp? It's because people were like literally not interacting with women because of being called out for that.
I don't know. Someone said something really interesting the other day. They thought it was because if people were called out as being simps, they were less likely to donate money to different platforms. You know what I mean? Or different users. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, is Twitch really going to be making like a political stance and like going to fight like whatever bullying like is happening? But I know that they banned other words like incel as well.
But if you look at all the words that they openly like announced that they're banning, it seems wrapped around a certain type of demographic that watches a certain type of stream.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I'm not really on Twitch.
Yeah, you need to on that because you're the expert.
Well, so like your typical simp, your typical like I guess what you would call like a basement dweller, like your internet guy, right? Who sits there and watches a woman in a tank top and is like super excited about it, and so it's like, oh, I'm gonna give her $50. And so yeah, it could go back to maybe just Twitch wanting to not want to keep those type of people on the platform, because maybe that's where they make a lot of their money in those demographics of streams.
Absolutely. Yeah. Definitely. And if someone's calling them a simp, they're not going to drop like $500 or whatever it is, whatever those tier 3 or 1, which direction?
Tier 3.
Okay, got it. Those tier 3 subs are, and then different users or streamers have different values to each of them, right? They pick.
No, it's the same.
Oh, it's the same for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, it's not like, I guess YouTube, you change, like you can choose what your memberships.
Got it.
Different tiers are, but yeah.
Okay, interesting. So, would you do a membership? Like, do you have a membership, Cece? Do you have a membership thing? No. Okay. Would you do one if you have the option to?
Yes, I actually was just thinking about it recently, but I would want it to be something that was really of value. Like, I guess I'm kind of maybe not weird, but I do like the marketing entrepreneurial aspect of YouTube. And so when I see that someone has a membership or a Patreon, I click on it to see what they're offering, just to kind of see like what would be the benefit.
Right.
And a lot of times it's like, oh, you get it's a thank you, or your name is in the video. Like,
do you do it for that, or are you doing it to support like a channel? Like, if you do ever sign up for membership, like, are you doing it more because of your emotional attachment to the person, or because you actually get something from it? I'm really curious because, like, I think women starting members only or sponsors, whatever it is, I'm definitely, I know it's not the not OnlyFans, but the still that you receive money thing. I think I think you still have to tread lightly around that. You know what I mean? I think especially there's some ownership that people can have when money is involved.
Yeah, feel entitled to your time, which I think people already feel that way because they spent the 10 minutes watching your video, and if you don't respond to their comment in the first hour or whatever, they're like, whoa, I took the time to comment. Why didn't you comment back? And it's like, comment, please.
How do you feel about that? I actually find that incredibly disrespectful when people find that they're like, is it narcissism? Is it it's self-entitlement? Is it delusion that this other person doesn't have a life, or that they are not one in many? Like, where does that come from? Like, is that an idolization, or like, why
do you think it's because you're women? Do you think
I don't
that
know.
could have
I'm
they want the
curious.
attention?
Maybe I've definitely gotten some. Okay, so I'll get into some of the weird comments that I've gotten. So Cece, you and I have been on a few live streams together, like some of the, on like Emily's channel and Brikx, like with Steph, and there'll be some funky kind of commentary that comes in. Like there's been, someone who's like commented on every time like I flip my hair, they'll like comment on that. And if I like say, oh, I'm thinking about moving, to a specific city, they'll say they're also moving to that specific city. Like it's very you saw that. And like the comments in the chat are specifically related and directly to the words that are coming out of my mouth, and nothing to do with anybody else that's there. Yeah. And then ended up finding out that, this person went on another live stream that I wasn't on, and nobody I knew was on that, and was saying lies that they had been speaking to me and about me and in an inappropriate way. Yeah, it was super weird. And so I ended up, blocking all that, and then got some weird comments in response to that. So that was really weird. I've also gotten my my video, that drama brick link video. Someone created an Instagram account that had no followers, nothing, and was following nobody. Zoomed in, took a screenshot of like just my face, which was like already like kind of a weird expression that I was making, and just sent me that. That was it. That's the only message that I got on Instagram.
What kind of serial killer energy? Like
it's weird. It's weird.
I don't know. Yeah. Like I've never experienced anything
I'm glad
to that level. I will say, like, reading some of the comments, like when we were in the live streams together, it was uncomfortable. Like I was uncomfortable for you.
Thank you for the empathy. I really appreciate it. No, it's fine. And I remember like once when I was younger, some guy hit on me when I was, in a bar. I was like probably like 21 or something like that in college. And I was
fake ID status if you're 20 going to a bar.
Yeah, I think it was like in college. We
That's for a different episode.
No, but I think I politely declined. I remember my parents always teaching me, I don't know about you, but it's always like very like fear-based. Like you never want to like be rude to somebody when they make advances, because you don't want to anger them more. You want to shut it down politely, hopefully with a smile, and then walk away. And I did something like that, and the person who was giving out the compliment was like, you should be happy. You should take it as a compliment, that I'm saying these things to you. And I think people think that it's a nice thing that they're saying, like if you look a certain way, or they're attracted to you a certain way, or if it's not, like, no, I don't think I've ever wanted to hear from somebody that I'm not friends with any comment about what I'm wearing or what I look like or anything like that. And I don't know why, but people feel entitled and that it's acceptable to say something like that. I don't know. I've had that at work, even like women at work. I remember like walking in, someone would be like, "Oh, you look so tired," like the day I didn't wear makeup. And I kind of just like, just like, get out. You look like shit every day. Like, why am I not allowed to comment on you? Like, I don't understand.
Clear.
No, I think I had gone to Mexico for like a week, and I was like kind of
you were tired.
No, I wasn't tired at all.
You're just making an astute observation on your facial expression and your appearance.
No, I wasn't tired.
Are you okay? Are you tired? Do you need to go home?
No,
I'm genuinely curious because I care about you. That's literally probably what happened.
No, that's totally different. This is the same woman that was like, every time I'd like, have a funky outfit, she would like comment on it. I don't know.
It was a woman.
It was a woman. That's my point.
Mean girl status.
Oh.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
That's interesting, because I feel like typically like the motive is different if it was coming from a guy.
Oh no, her motive wasn't sexual or advancing or any way whatsoever. Maybe it's me, but I'm definitely reactive to when people comment on anything of my appearance as though the way that I dress has anything to do with them and their opinion. I don't know why. Maybe it's just like my years of dealing with creepy.
You're calloused.
Yeah, I'm calloused and I'm hypersensitive and probably reactive because most of the time people's intentions are not positive, unfortunately. So,
I get
that. Yeah.
Anyway.
I used to, I don't want to say get hit on a lot at the gas stations, but just like growing up, and maybe it goes back to, I don't know, like a over sexualization of Black women or whatever, but especially like being in high school and stuff, and then like people probably like is old enough to be my grandfather or something, just like, hey girl, and then I'm just like, if I make a weird face and like, oh, you should smile more, and it's like, who cares? Like the way my face looks has nothing to do with you.
Yeah, like how dare you? How dare you comment on that? I want to be able to projectile vomit on an instant if somebody tells me to fucking smile one more time. Like I just want to puke on them. Like that is my reaction because that is mentally what is happening. I cannot tolerate it when someone tells me to smile. I have a resting bitch face. I have one and I will always have one. You know why I don't have one and why I don't smile is because I don't want to have wrinkles, and that is why I don't look 35 because of my resting bitch face. So that's how I feel about it.
There you go.
Anyway, I'm wearing like a sailor. Are your kids like around?
The stream has now become rated R.
I'm sorry.
We lost the PG-13 connotation after the second swear word.
I can like cut it. I'll cut it out maybe.
I mean, it doesn't matter. We're rated R now. There's no point.
We made it.
Go all in.
Level.
Yeah, we're next level already.
Classic Architect is no longer a family-friendly channel.
What was it?
I don't think so. I don't think it ever was.
I don't think 12-year-olds are watching your reviews on the Parisian restaurant.
You don't think so? They don't want the architect's perspective on that. No.
So I think you have a more complex type of.
They're not trying to get educated.
Viewers. So that's what you wanted, right? That's what you wanted.
I think so. I don't know.
Consumers.
Yeah, I think so. I think I wanted like a female. I did want to appeal to adult women. I think that was a goal of mine. Yeah. I don't know. Cece, how about you? Like when you were making your channel, did you have a goal in mind as to your audience or?
No, not really, but I definitely felt at a certain point conflicted on whether or not to actually be on camera. Like just like looking into YouTube and like knowing that the channel would do better, like thumbnails would get clicked on more if I was in them. But I was horrified. I was really, really scared to kind of take that leap, just for different reasons, right? Like being an adult in the workforce, and putting myself out there, like, is that a privacy issue? But also just like fear of people having the ability to now comment on what I look like.
Yeah.
Or but I really thought, I was like, you know what, there's probably a little girl out there who looks like me who is maybe thinking that Lego is not for her because of her being a girl or what she looks like or whatever, and so because I was like, I was that little girl, or someone who's older and thinks like I'm too old for Lego. So then I was like, all right, I just gotta get over myself, really.
Yeah, and realize that there's something outside of you that's more important. Yeah, I think that's really honorable, and I think there's a lot of truth to that. I don't think there's, you're not blowing smoke up your own ass. You know what I mean? It's like, it's true. Like you are, I think, the only Black female creator, right? I think that I'm aware of.
There's
that
another
I
one.
know of.
Oh, there is another one?
Oh, but she does it with her husband, so I don't know if that
not
counts.
the same.
Yeah,
it's not the same.
The woman who does like mock stuff for like inside of
that's cool.
like homes, like your Lego homes, like for cities and stuff.
So like
furnishings? Furnishings.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I
The person
think
I'm talking about is with her husband, so I don't.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I think I know who you're talking about. I think she might have been also in BFAB's one of his videos talking about like missing Lego YouTubers.
Oh,
Talking
okay.
about them. But yeah, because I when I first started, I tried to look for other women. It felt like Interstellar. It's like,
Oh
is
my
anyone
God.
else out
Well, I
here?
mean,
Yeah, I
in
did the same
general, in this space, there's not a lot of people of color.
No,
Not at all. And
No.
what's sad, I will say, just because it's been an astute observation, but like when I buy like minifigures from like Brickmania, a lot of times they like to sell three different, skin tones, flesh tones, dark, light, medium,
Yeah.
and it's always the dark skin flesh tone that sells out last. Always, the white, the light skin tone sells out quickest.
because people want to buy what looks like them, probably.
Yeah, so that's telling. And not to say people are being racist, they want to be, get something that's closer to what they look like. So like
Right.
just by that alone, you can tell a demographic of color within this space. And yes, I get it. United States is primarily white.
Yeah.
Or at least here, and then you also have Europe. So, and then also South America is technically, it's lighter skin tone. So being a person of color is in here already slim pickings.
Mm-hmm.
So you have like double with being, also kind of works in your favor because you're different, which is a definite plus when it comes to content creation.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think there's like it's a good time, I think, for us to come onto this platform. It feels like it, at least.
Yeah.
Like it feels like it's a good, like I said at the beginning, like a good opportunity for growth and just acceptance and community as well. I think it's been really nice. And I glossed over this, when you said that woman was with her husband, but I do think there's something different. And I don't want to negate, doing a channel with, a partner, but I think it is a little bit different coming on screen and showing yourself being a single person and people knowing that you're single. It's a little bit different. I have been like asked out by people I've never interacted with before. Which is, that is, obviously flattering and nice. And it was done politely and and it wasn't an aggressive way whatsoever, but it happened, and it's, like kind of people have commented on like some of the things that I wear or look like or whatever in a positive way, but it happens. And I don't know. I think that it is a little bit different. And I know CC, like, you do have Mr. CC in your life and stuff, but you're the one on the screen all the time and you're the one kind of facing it and dealing with that. Do you, I don't know. What do you think? Do you agree? It's different? You think it's different? Yeah.
Yeah, I do agree. Especially, I think people, I don't want to say vulnerable, but I guess they see a lack, whereas you and I would not see a lack of
like a negative.
Yeah, like oh, there's no one there. I could be there, and it's like, what? Like, it's a weird assumption I think that some people have.
People think they could. Oh, it's my chance.
Yeah,
it's my chance to slide in.
Well,
I was talking to in the chat. Thought we were cool.
I've always wanted a Lego girlfriend.
Oh,
that part too. Yeah.
I mean, it happened with two YouTubers.
It did. Fair.
They haven't even met, like, in person.
That's
true.
That's craziness.
Yeah, it's true. Well, fingers crossed for that. I wish them the best, but
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Back in my day, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, definitely a new way to meet online.
Well, are you talking about two separate couples or two individuals?
No, two really one really large YouTuber, one up and coming YouTuber who became not hitched, but like together, and they live in two different countries. Haven't met in person yet. So
yeah, well, and there's another couple I think in our mutual circle that also met on YouTube.
Yeah, they also did that too, and worked out perfectly fine.
Yeah, so it can happen, but I think there's obviously a way to go about it. Like that's interacting generally with a person is probably a good first step.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but the difference here, right, with the two couples that we're mentioning, is that they're all content creators. So there's an equal footing. Like, You're being vulnerable of who you are. There's no like mystery behind the screen name on the other end of the screen, right? I'm not looking at Joe Schmo chatting and I have no idea who he is. Yeah. And then you know what I mean? Like it's not like
it is different.
There's equal. Yeah. You're putting yourselves out there, so you're getting to know these people as you watch their videos, as you're communicating online. You're seeing a face, hopefully, and it just keeps going from there. Or you're speaking, so you're getting some interaction that's genuine, so you can understand, emotion, voice, all that kind of stuff, and then you gain to be attracted by the personality more so than the look, which is a great thing, I will say. And then, whereas you have these guys sliding into your DMs, you don't know who they are. No. I mean, you don't know if they're a 12-year-old or a 55-year-old. You don't know if they're short or tall.
That's a big problem, actually. You
don't know who they are. They could literally project themselves as something that when you actually get to meet them, they're completely like the opposite, and they totally catfished you. And you're like, how did I get to this situation? Whereas if you're an actual content creator, you literally put yourself out there, and you hide certain things, but then like as you get to know somebody, you like a real relationship in person, like you don't give yourself everything that's about you right away. You kind of gradually get there, and then as time progresses, you get to know each other, and then you form a relationship that way. So I think that's it's different as opposed to just sliding to someone's DMs.
But with that being said, though, when you do it online, it's kind of different because like you don't, without like that physical connection, I feel like you don't really know if they're being 100% honest.
Yeah,
all the time.
But you take that risk regardless.
Yeah.
I mean, that is true. Even in person, you do take that risk also.
Yeah, I mean, think about all the... I went on a lot of ridiculous dates that I met with people on the internet, and, they turned out as crappy as they could have, been, and as also as good. There's nothing...
I ended up living with mine.
Oh God, yeah. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing there, CC.
There you go. So, I mean, meeting people on the internet, I would say it's not a bad thing. It's not. It's just another way for you to meet somebody that's not in a bar.
Yeah, that's true, at a bar, you still make quick judgments on people. You're judging them completely by their looks, first of all. Like, there's nothing about their personality. Then everything is laced in alcohol, because that's every single one of our social interactions as, young people in the U.S. They're all created by that. And then, who knows? And then it's still like, just dumb luck if someone's a murderer or if someone's like a decent human being, which is, I think, why people live in specific silos. Like, you pick whatever city that you're going to live in, because ideally, like, the people that choose to live there have the same ideologies and values and morals that you do. And that's like how you connect, is through those social interactions and through friends and through work and whatever, and then, but anyway, I don't even know how we got to this topic.
It got real.
People sliding in your DMs.
People at the bar unless after one thing. So just don't go to a bar. That's pretty much what's going on.
Well, I think all the bars are still closed in California for sure. Yeah.
Don't go to a bar talking about Lego.
Well,
I mean, that might be a good way to get somebody off your case.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Completely nerd out, and then they'll just ignore you and like, okay, cool. Thank you for the beer. Have a good day.
No, you just bring too many figures, and then you tell the person, "Hey, this could be us."
Oh, there you go.
You played your card right.
Yeah, that's how you go to jail. Hold on, my computer's gonna die. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. Hold on.
How does this always happen? Watch just plug it in.
I got in a car accident right before this
3 episodes already. Like, I need to go plug in my laptop, or my cat's gonna like jump on my laptop.
This is just how we do over here.
It is how we do.
Professional at its finest, professionalism.
Yeah.
So
always ready.
But yeah, so like I don't know what it's like to court someone at a bar.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I mean, then again, my life's been different.
Yeah, that's interesting, Shy. I'm surprised, but I do know how you guys met. But still, though, like, I think courting at a bar, I would not say it's very different than It's actually pretty normal, actually, if you really think about it, relative to like.
Well, it's normal for our in society.
Yeah.
I would say,
but
I feel like, nowadays it's kind of this whole scheme of 2020 definitely flipped that one on a lid. So we don't. people are definitely meeting in other ways, and I think meeting online has now become socially acceptable. As time progresses before, now it's completely acceptable. So, and it's only telling to see like where life goes with that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm good. All plugged in. Sorry, guys. It's have to have some excitement for each episode. Anyway, so Cece, I'm curious from your perspective, like, do you think there's going to be like other female content creators that come onto the scene? Do you think that, the growth is still going to happen? Do you think that it's done, like with COVID kind of loosening up, like, YouTube and like the LEGO community is kind of, not be as rich and as active anymore? Because I feel like it's already kind of like started to slow a little bit.
Yeah.
And do you think, how is that going to affect female creators?
I don't know. My hope is that even with the slow of COVID and lockdowns coming to an end, that there will still be a growth of female YouTubers. And I think by us like pushing through, just like having to go back to work and whatnot, and still making content, will inspire other women to do it as well. I mean, because there's definitely no lack of male LEGO YouTubers before COVID. I'm sure there won't be a lack after COVID. I would say that there's definitely a different dynamic, especially I think with women who have families versus men who have families. But it all depends, right? Like on the
what do you mean by that? That's kind of interesting.
So just kind of something, and I may be kind of like talking out of my butt here, but just something that I kind of noticed is that a lot of the creators that I see who have families or significant others are typically men, and maybe that's because their female significant others are being able to take care of other things behind the scenes to allow that hobby to continue. You guys stop
That's
me
happening
here.
right now, actually. Next room.
Right. But for
Same here, yeah.
For me, I feel like I'm always watching the clock, like if I'm streaming, because if it gets 6:30, 7 o'clock and I haven't started dinner yet, I'm kind of stressed because I know someone else is like, Mr. CC is waiting for me to cook so he
Tell
can
him
eat.
to cook his own damn thing. I'm just saying.
We started buying frozen pizzas because I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta figure this out by yourself.
Hey, if it works for BFAB, it'll work for him.
That's true. That's fair. Are they vegan? Yeah, that's the one thing.
No, we tried a keto pizza, and I tell you, it was like cardboard.
Yeah, the cauliflower crap. We'd stay away from that. Yeah.
You also did call something out though. Like of the female creators that are online right now, how many are mothers?
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, of the ones that of the ones that we all know about that are in our circle, and then I'm thinking about a lot of I'm obviously not the girls, but I mean, there are a lot of other women out there that are content creators that are not prevalent to our circle, that I've seen other ones, and some are mothers, but you don't see them within our circle.
I think in like the more classic AFOL community, there is more, like a lot of the mock builders and things like that. I think there are a few others. I do know that I think her name is Holly. She's on Tricky Brix's live stream a lot. I know she's got kids.
Well, April B too. She's on Twitch. She's the mother.
Yeah,
so,
I think like there's a handful. Yeah.
So it can be done.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, and it makes perfectly sense. I totally get it.
Right.
But like there is something about being a mother that nurturing side that you guys just can't ignore. So that would, I think, take a lot of your time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think especially if they're working as well as, being a full-time parent. And then it depends on the kind of content. Like it's one thing to go on live stream. It's something else to record and produce and edit and upload and do that on a schedule, let alone, I mean, like, I think my cat takes up a lot of my time, and that's not a person. That's just a cat. That's a very difficult pet, but
But he's important to you.
I think I've made the problem myself, I think is the reality.
You chose this.
I chose this life. Manifested all my baby wishes onto the cat. No, but that's a different
for Ollie.
Yeah, the poor cat is the reality of the situation. But anyway,
I mean, having kids of my own, it's definitely tough balancing all that stuff.
Yeah,
I know that for sure. For sure. But I mean, I'm slacking on my content too, so
yeah, you're like, wait a second, like I'm not one to talk. I'm curious, as two dads of young girls, how have you guys approached YouTube for them? Like, are they allowed to? I mean, I know Luna's like really young, especially, but I'm sure you've kind of had some ideas of how you want to do things. Like, what if Luna or Ninja, your daughter, one day wanted to create content, or let alone watch content? How have you guys approached that as parents, knowing that as girls they are probably more vulnerable than like a typical guy?
Oh man, that's a scary thought. Personally, I think my daughter's still too young. She's almost going to be 8. I think she's still too young for that. I mean, I'll let her make little videos, but I don't know if she's ready to fully do like the YouTube thing. That's just what I feel. I don't know. It's tough. It's like the online etiquette. She has to be taught proper online etiquette before she could just post videos.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
Getting involved in the chat or anything like that. Same thing.
Yeah, and stuff like that.
I did notice that, like, so I have a very good friend of mine that works at Twitter, and she's kind of had some really astute observations that I thought were really interesting. She said that Gen Z apparently is significantly better, or is the best generation prepared for interaction with the internet. And like, for some reason, I don't know why, it's probably because they grew up with it, but knows how to basically safely put themselves online. I find that hard to believe, especially on TikTok and Instagram. And you see, like, I think that girls nowadays dress more provocatively than they've ever done before. And I don't know if that's a result of body positivity and people, being more comfortable with their bodies, or is it a sexualization? I don't know what the result is. It feels that way.
I don't know if you did.
Mm-hmm.
Just speaking on the body positivity, I don't know if you saw my last like Brick Mania video.
About the female Marines. I haven't yet. No.
So there is a snippet on there that I kind of mentioned because I'm talking about in that video, not to kind of promote myself, but like in that video, I bring up our gender roles episode where I talk about how I felt before and after women being in the military, or these combat related roles when I had my daughter, like both. I literally bring that snippet up, sliced it a little because it was too long.
Oh, nice.
And then, but I did a split screen where you have women Marines, like from TikTok, and they're doing the whole the rush challenge, which you look one way and then you kind of cover the camera and then you come back and you're a different look.
Oh yeah. Like people do it with makeup and like
makeup, with their hats. For the women in the video, they were using their Brikx cover, their white dress. So the white cover.
Yeah.
So they'll use that to kind of like cover the camera. Then you'll see them in a dress looking all not necessarily provocative, but like sexy because they're embracing their their feminine, their feminine, like all that. And then when they take they bring the cover on, they come out and they're wearing their dress blues. They look all serious. So you can do women do both. So I was kind of curious to see if you did see that, how you felt about that, like owning being a woman, being feminine, being body positive, because all the women on there, they're not all like one look. There's different sizes to them. They're they're not all slim. There's there's thick, there's slim, there's muscular, there's literally one of everything. And there's there's black, there's white, there's Latino. There's nothing there that's very specific, but they're all owning their feminine self.
That's different. That's very different. I think that's amazing. They're adults. I don't know, Stacey, if you feel the same way. I think the difference is there's people that are under 18 and that wear shorts where the bottom half of their butt cheeks stick out, and they put it on TikTok. And I don't know if they don't realize what that means. And the reality is like, yeah, we shouldn't live in a world where whatever we wear, isn't asking for it or whatever. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in like, what you wear it's not, nothing is your fault if something happens to you. It is absolutely not your fault if something happens to you, no matter what you're wearing. But it is naive to think that we live and exist in a society where that doesn't impact other people and how they perceive you and how they see you as prey. And I think
definitely.
Yeah, we don't live in that world. We don't. As much as I wish we did, we don't. And so
I feel like that's why, like I was saying, you got to teach them proper online etiquette, because like you could post that, say a picture or whatever you're just saying, like you could post that, and I think they just do that just for the attention, because they know it's gonna get eyes,
views,
people are gonna views, and like I want to teach my daughter that's not what it's about. It's not about stuff like that. I don't know. It's just you got to teach them. That's what I think.
Well, you got to teach them what it actually means. I think, there's instant gratification about, having the immediate feedback from like, someone saying something to you, or like on the internet where there's a barrier, right? You feel like you're safe between you and the thing. But then inherently doing that and exposing yourself a certain way, I think sets you up for maybe a little bit of a disaster. But I'm really curious. I'm not a mom myself, and I hope to be one day, but I'm curious if, any of our viewers are, moms or dads, or how they've dealt with, just the internet, and if their kids want to be content creators, or whether on TikTok or YouTube or whatever that's like, because I think it's a really complex issue. And I think a lot of people would ideally like to completely shut themselves off and like not have their kids, be online at all in any way, shape, or form. But I feel like that's an impossible feat, to do.
Definitely, especially these days.
Yeah. How do you, I guess, because I feel like it's hard to kind of balance a line between allowing kids, and especially girls, to just be who they are, right? Dress how they want to, embrace their own personality. But then also like putting that out on the internet, and knowing it's going to be viewed in a certain way. So it's like, I feel difficult because difficulty because, I have, I'm the oldest of like 16 grandchildren. So I have a lot of siblings and cousins, and, they all feel like my siblings. And it just, it's kind of weird, right? Because it's like you want them to be comfortable to be who they are, but then, like I said, to protect that.
Yeah, you don't want to be ashamed. You don't want to constantly, like I constantly cover myself up, on YouTube, and I'm like an adult. So, that's intentional, and I will continue to do that. So, yeah. Anyway.
As long as they, just guide them on expressing themselves. Because I feel like that's really what it is. It's just a lot of misguided youth right now. And it's all about views. It's all about the views right now.
That misguided youth comment, do you think that was said by our parents' generation about us? Do you think it's just
me specifically? Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
Is this history repeating itself that we just start judging the other generation?
Every generation does that, all the way up to our grandparents. Like it's
absolutely.
Like, we always judge the next generation because you don't understand them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're not gonna be you. They're not gonna be us. It's as much as we want to teach them everything we know, they have different variables that they're going to have to live with. So the best thing we can do is just make sure that they have the ability to continue past where they're going to be. Because obviously our grandparents add up. So like, I don't know why I went that way. I'm sorry. But like it's going to be scary one day when our generation runs this damn country. That's when you're going to know, like, holy crap.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, agreed.
Country's going to be a meme. No. That was the boomer energy.
Isn't it already a little bit? Anyway, that's a different podcast. Yeah, or a different episode. But, yeah.
Wait, so we made it already? We're here?
Is that it?
No,
we did it. We definitely made it to an hour.
Did we cover everything?
I don't know. What else do you guys want to talk about? I mean, Like, there's a lot of things I could say, but I mean, I'm trying not to.
I feel like Cece, we can talk for hours about, you know, your experiences and my experiences and what we want the future to be. But I guess, do any hot items that you guys want to bring up, or should we?
I will say I did get a weird comment the other day on one of my shorts, and that one I'm not in, and a lot of people have seen it. But and I typically ignore the comments because that was just a one-off video, and I was just kind of doing an experiment. But going through, I realized that there were a lot of comments about my nails, and people were like, "Oh man, cut your nails! Oh, they're too long." And I was like,
"Damn, BFAB."
But what if?
On his accounts.
I was like, but imagine if I was a woman, which I am, and I like having long nails. Like, but there was no thought, right? Like, the immediate assumption was, here's a LEGO video.
You're a dude.
I'm a dude, and I have long nails.
This dude sounds like a chick.
Right, and I will say that, actually, Claire, I know you were there when Tech was like, I was thinking about changing my name, and he was like, oh, you say your girl Cece all the time.
Yeah.
And I thought about it, and I was like, wow, I remember when I started doing that, because I would get comments of like, dude this, or he said this, or like stuff like that. And I was like, no, I'm a girl. So I started introducing myself in all of my videos saying your girl Cece. So it was clear.
It was a product of whatever commentary.
And then now it just stuck.
That's so funny. That's really interesting. I mean, I'm sure. Oh man, I'm trying to think like if there's anything I've done that's been a product. No, so I immediately started putting my face out there. And granted, I did have another YouTube channel that was like about cosmetics and stuff. So obviously I couldn't do that without a face. And I wanted to do that. I wanted that like personal connection, of course. But before I did that, I definitely had joined some live streams, and I had, I didn't have any videos to back up my profile name. And Cece, you had invited me on a couple, and you and I think had already connected on Instagram at that point. So you knew what I looked like, and that I was an adult and a female, and relatively normal steaming. You obviously didn't know me at the time. But I think my profile for my YouTube was like a Halloween costume that a lot of people, including very good friends of mine now, had assumed that I was not the gender that I am. And
I thought you were a woman.
Me too.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, like, well, mainly based on your commentary on our homie's podcast. Like, I'm like, no.
Extreme left.
Yeah, no, it's not that. It's just like, there was a touch there, like, that had a lot of complexity behind those words, and I'm like, that can't be a dude.
That's
thank you for the compliment. I think I think I've been told also the opposite, but I definitely appreciate that. That's good. But my point, I think, based on maybe people's environments or where they're coming from, and I think they could have taken that the wrong way. But it was interesting. I think I remember popping up on a live stream, and people were very surprised as to what I looked like and my gender. And I mean, it's LEGO. Can you really blame everybody? It's LEGO. It's like, there are so few women. People are automatically going to assume that it's a dude, and it's like a young dude or a middle-aged guy that's probably, making content that's behind the camera or behind the comment, or especially if it's like, I've noticed that there's a lot of like young kids that use their mom's YouTube handle, especially like on Ryan's stream. I definitely have blocked people on like his crazy most recent stream. There was a lot of like middle-aged women that were putting a lot of inappropriate comments that I ended up but they were clearly like 12-year-olds. Yeah,
it's like Cindy, I don't know, Brady.
It's their full name.
Yeah. And then they're saying like, eat the child, eat baby Yoda, or like something dumb. And it's just like, what?
Or it's like a million exclamation points, and they just like they press like one key for like an hour, and like love me, Ryan. Anyway, but the internet.
And then these moms go to watch Ryan's stream and they can't comment.
Exactly.
Come on, guys.
Well, they can comment. Just want to be seen.
Yeah, am I shadow banned? No,
why aren't they responding?
Cindy McIntosh is banned from M&R Productions. Yeah. Anyway, guys, is that?
I mean, I do want to say though, you were talking about your name change, CC, and I dig the cafe corner. I think it fits.
I think it's dope. It is kind of hard to find you because Cafe Corner comes up.
It does it?
Yeah.
Well, we recently did a search because I was thinking about that.
The more time you do it, obviously, as you progress in time, the Cafe Corner modular becomes irrelevant, and then they're only going to see your stuff. So just pushing it, and eventually you're slowly going to beat out the Cafe Corner since that's starting to become a more archaic type of Lego set.
Yeah, apparently modulars are shit now because I saw one today at Target. Bookshop was at Target.
Oh,
what?
really?
Well, I mean, that doesn't make it any less cool.
I mean, I don't know.
all of 18 plus
That's
sets
fine.
are going into Target now. Come on, Monkey Kids at Target in Australia.
I know. I can't
Is
wait.
it?
I hope that happens for
Supposed
us.
to be an exclusive.
I went to Target and then it was like 50% off.
Yeah, come on. Come on. Come on.
Only in Australia?
Yeah, no. Shucks.
Let me hit up my boy Steve real quick.
Okay, that's gonna be. Might as well just buy it here, dude.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of shipping, you're going to pay twice as much, like for the set.
Exactly.
Hey, it's principalities though.
No, yeah, you got to
Can't go
get
to
it on.
Australia.
Get it on double VIP so you can get some coins.
Ooh, that. Did we mention that the
Yeah, we
octane
did.
coin?
Yeah, we talked about
Yeah,
that.
we did. We talked about it right in the very beginning, bro.
I'm still stuck.
See, told you. You just proved the whole men mentality. Like we're, like we in one ear out the other. Like
No, I know. Yeah,
it doesn't resonate here. You can be talking to us for hours.
It's hollow.
We'll go here, we'll nod, and then just goes right through the other.
Yeah, my wife loves it.
Yeah, my wife hates it.
Maybe she does hate it. I can't.
No, my
You
wife
would've
doesn't.
forgotten.
I'm in trouble. No, just kidding.
I'm always.
We also forgot to talk about whose channel it's going to be on next week.
Oh, that's right.
We've done it once, you see. So what we try to do at the beginning of every episode is mention whoever's channel it's going to be on next, and sometimes we talk about the subject matter or not. And I think we've done it once or twice. We've been successful.
Like twice.
Yeah.
Well, you could clip it and then
Nah,
move it.
too much work.
Well,
They gotta make it to the end.
not
Cue
natural.
out the music. That's how it goes. That's work. It's just supposed to be a simple cut, piece of piece, and upload.
That's true. Well, I guess if you're not going to censor it as well, then no work either.
That's
No
true.
censorship.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I don't know. I don't think we've sworn as much as I did today on this stream. So
That was all you. I know.
I'll take ownership. Thank God it's on my channel, I guess. But anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cece, so much for joining us tonight. I'm so sorry. Everyone wants to know I was super late. I got into a little bit of a fender bender on my way home, but Cece and Shy and Jen, everybody was super cool to join late, and I really appreciate it. So thank you again. I hope you had fun, Cece.
I did.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope that I contributed to the conversation at least a little bit.
100%.
I mean, we'll find out and listen to it again on Friday. I'm just kidding.
You contributed more than me,
comments say.
so you're good.
You're good.
No, this was
Well,
awesome.
we hope to have you back too. So
Yeah.
you're always
Great.
welcome.
Awesome. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Cue that music.
Yo.
Let's do it.